If you do this one thing in the program, studies show us this is science-based, you are more likely to see results along your fitness journey. So welcome to the last day of the onboarding week. I am here on the bathroom floor to show you how to check in. So I will explain the whole check-in process, but I first want to explain why the check-in process is important. And the reason why we need you to check in is because you are actually more guaranteed progress if you are tracking and measuring your progress as you go. There's several studies that actually prove this. By just tracking something, you're more likely to improve that thing you are tracking. That's why if you want to save money or you want to start a savings account or whatever, you start tracking your spending. It's the same thing with our fitness journey. And when I first started my journey, I didn't track anything. I did not step on the scale. I did not take progress photos. In fact, I was so afraid of the scale, I didn't even weigh myself. I just couldn't even stand to see the number on the scale. I also deleted the first progress photos I ever took, and I waited like another year before I started taking progress photos. And running and hiding from my problem did nothing to solve it. If you don't want to weigh yourself, you're not measuring yourself, you're not taking pictures just because it's really hard for you to do it, I understand wholeheartedly. Trust me, I avoided the scale for almost 2 years, but I promise you, running and hiding from your problem does nothing to solve it. We have to be willing to face ourselves. And if you are tracking and measuring the data, you are more likely to improve that data. So I want you to get in the habit of just viewing your measurements, your weight, your pictures, just view it as data. I know sometimes it can be emotional to step on the scale, especially if the scale goes up, but that is just a part of the journey. And these are the hard things that you need to do if we want to get to our goal. And you're going to realize that the more data we have, the better. I actually weigh myself every day because I want to see the daily fluctuations. The more data, the better. If you only weigh yourself once a month or once every 2 months, you might have maybe lost weight during that 1 or 2 month time span. But if you weigh yourself and all of a sudden you happen to weigh yourself on a day that's up because, I don't know, you're stressed out, you're on your period or whatever, the scale spiked up, you might think, what the heck? I've been consistent the last 4 weeks. I haven't lost any weight. Well, you probably hit a new low during that time, but you didn't weigh yourself. So you didn't see that you're actually making progress, and you just happened to weigh yourself on a day you had more water retention. Which brings me to my next point. The scale is going to go up and down every day. Some days it'll be up 2 to 3 pounds. Some days it'll be down 2 pounds. Sometimes it'll be the exact same. So don't get so caught up in the day-to-day data. In fact, all I do is I step on the scale in the morning, I input it into my app with my coach, and that's it. I don't even look at it. I don't care what it says. I just input the data, but I will look over the last like 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and I'm like, oh wow, I've actually been making pretty decent progress. So that is what I want you to, approach all of these things with the check-ins. Is we're not obsessively weighing ourselves and, trying to compare your progress photos every check-in. Just take the data, upload it, and then move on with your life. But we can look at the data and assess the progress over, a few weeks, few months. I actually didn't even compare my progress photos when I first hired my coach. I waited 6 months to compare my progress photos because I knew that long-lasting results take time. You're not going to make insane changes in just a few weeks. So you need to be patient and just recognize that the journey is going to take a long time. So let's talk about how the check-in process works. You are going to have 2 check-ins a month. They're going to be bi-weekly. So every other week you are going to check in, and we will send you a notification, a reminder when your check-in is coming up 2 days before. So make sure you have the Trainerize notifications on. The deadline is 10 a.m. Pacific time. Write this down, 10 a.m. PST. If you turn it in late, you're not going to be getting a response. So make sure you turn it in on time, set reminders, do it the first thing you wake up in the morning. You will get it done on time. So the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to weigh yourself on an empty stomach in the morning without eating anything or drinking anything. This is the most accurate measurement of your body. You're then going to take your measurements, and then you're going to upload everything into the Trainerize app. The second step is you are going to take your progress photos, which I will show you how, an easy way to do it. And then the third thing is you're going to fill out the check-in form, and that is it. So we'll send you the check-in form inside of the Trainerize app. In our conversation, you'll just fill out that form. Make sure you're answering the questions, being honest. If you messed up or whatever, you didn't hit your macros, just let us know. We're not here to judge you. We're not here to reprimand you or make you feel guilty. We are just here to help you. And so if you're honest with us, we can help you get back on track. So don't be afraid to be honest. If you, whatever, even if you binge ate, you went out to eat, you got fast food, just let us know. Be honest with us so we can help you move forward in your journey. Once all of that is uploaded, then you are done with your check-in, and you will be receiving a video response from your personal transformation coach by the end of the day. So just wait and be patient for that video. You will get it. It's going to be between 5 to 10 minutes long. That way you can watch it on your own time. And if you have any follow-up questions, you can definitely let us know in the training app. So the first thing you're going to do when you wake up in the morning is you are going to step on the scale. And ideally you want to do this in either a bikini or you just have nothing on, because this is the most accurate measurement of your body. Step on the scale and that's it. You're just gonna upload your weight. Don't obsess over it. Don't, get so upset over it. Sometimes it's gonna be up and down. That's honestly just a part of the journey. You're gonna have water retention all the time. So just step on the scale and then you're gonna upload that into MyFitnessPal. Again, this is before you eat or drink anything. First thing you do in the morning. Next thing you're gonna do on your check-in day is you're gonna take your progress photos. Now, I actually don't want you to have someone take them for you, okay? You are gonna take out your phone. You're going to set a front-facing video of yourself like this, and you're just gonna place it on like a counter, a chair, a table, whatever. You can see me here. And then you're literally just going to back up and you're just gonna make sure you can see your entire body. So ideally, we do want you in a bikini like this. If you're comfortable, bra and underwear is fine too. And then you just wanna hold out your hands either like this or like this, just so we can see your full physique. And I'm gonna turn to the side. Make sure that your arms are out to the side. Don't be like this because it kind of covers your body. Have your arms out, and then you're just gonna turn around, and then you're gonna, go like this with your arms, hold them up. You could also flex if you want to. Just make sure you're doing that consistently in every photo. And then we have the front-facing video. So what I'm going to do next is you're just gonna stop the video, and then we are just going to take screenshots of the video. So I'm literally just gonna go like this. You can pause the video, and you're just going to take a screenshot. So like that. I'm gonna go to the side. I'm talking, just trying to find where I'm not talking. Take the screenshot, and then for the back, I'm just going to take the screenshot there. So that is how you take your own progress photos, and I do want you to try and take them consistently. So I wear the same bikini in my check-in photos. You can also see I have a ring light here just so it's good lighting. Make sure it's bright lit room. I don't want it to be dark. You don't want to wear leggings. You don't want to wear jeans. You don't want to just have, waist up. We want to see your entire body, and you also want to take it at the same angle every time. So I would take my same pictures like at this countertop using the same lighting, the same angle, the same everything. Try to take the same exact picture and stand in the same place too, because this way we can easily see if your body is changing or not. Because if you're taking mirror selfies or someone's taking it for you, it's going to be a different angle every time. So this is exactly how you want to set it up. Again, brownie points if you have a ring light. If you don't have one, that's okay too. Being in a natural lit room if you have one, or if your bathroom is really bright, just somewhere where we can see your entire physique and it has good lighting. Next, we're going to take our measurements. Let me show you how to do them correctly. Okay, so get you a measuring tape like this. You can get it on Amazon, Walmart. Just make sure you have a bendy one. I'm going to first go to where it says 0. So I'm holding like the very beginning of it where it says like 0 or 1. And I'm going to hold it here. Let me show you how to take your waist measurement. So your waist measurement is going to be, look at yourself in the mirror wherever your waist goes in. So right here, you can see this is kind of like the narrowest part of my waist. You just want to try and find the narrowest part of your waist. It is usually above your hip bone. So like my hip bone sits like right here. So it's usually just like an inch above your hip bone, but I'm going to measure this. So you want to go around and, I'm not like sucking in or anything. Like I'm just kind of being natural of like how I usually stand. And you're just going to make sure that the point here is touching here. And this is the waist measurement. So whatever that says right here, you're going to mark that down. Just make sure you're not like squeezing yourself in. You're not sucking in. You want to make sure that you are doing the same exact spot every time. Because, maybe sometimes in your check-in, you're like, what the heck? I gained an inch on my waist. Well, maybe you were like measuring a little bit further down. So like make sure you're measuring at the same exact spot every time. So this is the waist measurement. Now the hip measurement, a lot of people think that their hips is right here, but it's actually going to be around your glutes. So wherever your glute is like protruding out the most, so it's usually in the middle of your butt, you're going to put the measurement down here. So this is actually your hip measurement. This up here is not your hip measurement. So find wherever your glutes are sticking out the most, and it's pretty much going to be around the middle of your glutes right here and all the way into the front. So you want to measure there, and then this is going to be your hip measurement, okay? And then finally, the bust measurement, you want to make sure you are pretty much where like the bra line, like the back of your bra would be, and then you go straight to the front, kind of right in the middle of the girls, okay? So this is going to be the bust measurement around our boobs, okay? So it's kind of around your entire rib cage. Now, those what I would say are like the 3 main ones that everyone track. You could also measure your thighs if you wanted to. Like if I wanted to measure like my quads, my thighs, you can like come right here. I usually do like whatever the thickest part of my thigh is, so you can do that. You can also measure like your biceps if you want to. You honestly don't have to do everything. I would just measure whatever you want to improve. So if you want to shrink your waist, then I would be tracking your waist. If you want to grow your glutes, then I would measure your hips. If you're trying to shrink your thighs or or maybe you want to lose fat around your arms, then I would measure those areas. So whatever you want to improve, that's what you should measure, because studies show us, like I mentioned, just by measuring something, you're more likely to improve that thing because you're paying more attention to it. The more you measure, the more you manage. And that's why we're tracking our weight, we're taking our measurements, we're tracking our food, and you're not going to be emotional about it. This is all just data. It has nothing to do with like who you are as a person or if you're making progress or not. Because some days, some weeks, it's going to feel like you're going backwards. It's going to feel like you're not making progress, and that's okay. Just continue to measure, because the more data we have, the better. And that, ladies, brings us to the end of the final onboarding video. We are super excited to get started with you. So your first check-in will be in about 2 weeks. Again, make sure you have your notifications turned on and Trainerized, and you will not miss it. Turn it in before 10 a.m. PST. Be that extra star student, okay? Don't just turn it in on time. Turn it in early. Like, prioritize these check-ins, because this is where the bulk coaching is going to come from. Like, you will have access to us to message every day and things like that, but this is where we get to coach you on a deeper level and make adjustments to your program. So if you're not checking in, then we can't really help you as much as we need to. We're not giving you the support that you're investing in. So turn your check-ins in. This is the only way for us to guarantee you progress and to make updates to your program when we need to, okay? So turn those in. And my last thing I want to say is just try your best, okay? You're gonna have so many hard days and ups and downs and struggles and times you want to quit. That is honestly normal. We all go through it, even myself, but the difference is you're not doing this alone. So I don't want you to give up on yourself. I just want you to try your best. Don't try to be perfect. Just try to do your best, right? And be honest and vulnerable when you're struggling. Reach out to us. Don't be that person that struggles in silence or doesn't ask questions, doesn't show up. You give up as soon as it gets hard. Like, withstand it. You can do it. You can do hard things. We're here to help you. And these are all put in place in this program to help you see the best progress ever and the best results ever, okay? So that is it for now. I will catch you guys inside of the community, but for the next 2 weeks, turn in your first check-in in 2 weeks, do your workouts, and follow your meal plan for the next 2 weeks, okay? That's it. I'll catch you guys later, and very excited to get started.